top 10 boxers in that promotion. Do you get what I'm saying? And who the f*** you to tell me that these are the top 10 boxers in my world? I'll decide who the top 10 boxers are in my world. And that list looks nothing like my list. Same with all yous, isn't it? Their top 10 boxers is nothing like your top 10 boxers, is it? Think about what I'm saying to you, like. Right, if you could sit there now and say my top 10 boxers, if you're well into boxing, say you had Brendan Ingle sitting there and said, right, the top 10 boxers in the country right now, be completely different from that list, that top rank or whoever's bringing up. Completely different. Have you ever visited Aberdeen? Sure have, Missy. Used to go there, grafting. Well, I never started grafting up there. I went up there and then swerved it, but others stayed. Alberino, of course it would be. Soul Taker, definitely different. Thoughts on Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving? Good on him. Good fucking on him. Don't do what Gerrard done, lads. Don't crumble under the dickheads terrorising you. And this is what I'm saying. Yeah, look, you've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Scouse kid from Liverpool 8. Raw Scouser. You couldn't get any more Scouse than him, to be honest. Academy for years. Junior team, years. Senior team, years. Effort, consistency. Pure fucking love for the club, going at it constantly. Bam, 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 bam. Now he's not getting regular first team football. Now he's not getting to the places he knows he can get to because he's not getting first team football. What do you want him to do? Young lad, Scouser, done everything he can for that club. Now he's not getting first team football and he's getting offered an opportunity at a club, the same club that when he's in his bedroom playing FIFA, he picks the team to play with on FIFA. Why the fuck would you want to hate a young kid who's done what he's done for the city? He's a Scouser on top of what he's done for the city. Why now have you got thousands of fucking Scousmen writing this young Scouse lad off because he's following his fucking dreams? That's what they're doing. They done exactly the same to Gerrard. Did he fulfill his dream? No. Did he fuck? Look at him. He went where he went, but because he never left Liverpool when he had the opportunity, he never went to the heights he knew he could have went to if he took that leap. And he wanted to. The reason he never, because you had dirty, dying fucking Scousers wrecking the dream of another Scouser. And you see it right through Liverpool on a regular basis. Scousers ruining the process and the dreams of other Scousers. And what you're witnessing now with Trent Alexander-Arnold is exactly the fucking same fucked up Scousers trying to destroy the dreams of a young Scouseman. I hope Trent sticks to his fucking values and his dreams and goes to wherever he's going and fucking flourishes in there. I hope he represents Scousers right round the fucking world with his footballing skills. Yeah, so that's what I think of Trent. And any other young Scouse kid that's going through the fucking roughness right now with all adults trying to cancel them, fuck them off. They're in the crowd for a fucking reason. They're all looking at you for a fucking reason. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, lad? Fuck the crowd, remain yourself and keep moving forward, just like me. Fuck all them, remain yourself and keep moving forward. Yes, Lolly, peace out, mate. Have a boss day. Advance, man. That's it. Focus. You focus on your life and everything you ever want, everything you ever desire will come into your life. What's happening with young lads these days? They're focused on that girl. They're focused on the football. They're focused on the boxing. Half of them are smoking weed. All this is you being unfocused on your life. I said yesterday, I said the day before, I said it the day before, I'm going to say it again today. Consider yourself a business. Look at you, young lad. I'm speaking to you. Consider yourself a business. A up and running successful business. Right? You're up and running successful business. You've got a door on the front of your business. You've got people coming to your door. They don't look like the right type of customer for your fucking shop. Don't let them in. They're at the door chatting madness. You don't like what's coming out the mouth. Don't let them into your shop. Meaning, don't let them into your life. Don't let them into your business. Why? Because they're going to start stealing the shit out your shop. They're going to start disrupting your business. They're going to prevent other people coming into your shop. So you might be on a little journey and you'll have vultures. And these vultures will have problems with each other. And you're not aware of it. You're just on your journey. Them vultures can see that you're going to elevate and start smashing it in whatever particular area. And these little vultures want a piece of it. So they'll slide in manipulative. Like they're doing you good. But they'll also know that that more powerful organisation over there is interested in you. And that firm might hate you. And they've been trying to cancel you for years. But now they're aware of this firm coming in. So to prevent this firm coming in to get you, the way they've been targeting you from a distance, now they're introducing themselves to you. They haven't got good intentions. They just want to stop that big deal happening for you. So they'll come in and go, all right guys, we've got these little things if you'd like to fucking participate in them. So you jump the opportunity, ram, you're right in there. But you've just sacrificed the main opportunity that was coming for this shit one with these shit people that have done what they've done to keep you at this level. They just come in to keep you at this level. They can see the next level coming your way. They're aware of it coming your way. You're not. They've come in and just fucked that level up on you. You're not aware until they bail a year later and you think, wow, I could have been there if I wouldn't have fucking got on with them. And don't think all these things don't fucking happen. Don't think these methods and these strategies are fucking with you and your progress don't happen, because they do. There's people out there that deliberately come into your life to stagnate it or stop it dead. You could be flowing and then this agency gets in touch with you and goes, we'd like to sign you up, we'll give you 50 grand, sign you up. That's it, your flow stopped. Why? They're telling you, don't go on live today. They're telling you, don't speak about that subject. Well, I want to speak about it. Well, if you speak about it, we'll take 50 grand off you. We'll take your advertisements off you. We'll take your sponsors off you. We'll take that opportunities. We'll take these all off you. If you don't choose, you're fucking told. Me, I'm not signed. Me, I'm not advertising for nothing. Me, you don't see no sponsors around me. Everyone that you're seeing with advertisements on their platform, everyone that you're seeing with sponsors in the background, they are bought. They've been bought. They can't say what they want to say when they want to say it. Why? Because the people that are paying them will tell them you can't speak like that. Now they're controlled. So they'll come in, they'll give you this wage. You're not dependent on nothing. You don't depend on fucking nothing and no one in your journey. All of a sudden, these people have come in and they're starting to look after you. Without you realising it, you're starting to depend on these little look afters. These little gifts, this little bit of money, you're starting to depend on this. Now you're becoming dependent on the group. Now you're dependent on the group, just like that drug dealer can use and abuse your son. This group of people can use and abuse you. It's no difference. You're just dependent on the money that these people are giving you. Your son's dependent on the weed that the dealer's giving him. But it's the same pull. Now I rely and depend on the shit that's coming from these. And my life's got better because I've had this regular dependence of these coming into me. So now I'm in a better space. I'm in a better place, providing better for my kids, better accommodation. My platform looks better, more professional. Everything's elevated a little bit because I've had that regular stream. I'm being myself normally. They've let it go. They've let me be myself for 6 months, a year. You can still speak about what your narrative is. You can still speak and then once they fully understand you're dependable on them, then they can start going, stop talking about knife crime, Darren. Well, why? Your sponsors and your advertisers are getting a little bit, and they're talking about pulling your money. So you automatically think, well, if they pull that money, then I can't fucking do that with my kids no more, and I can't get this no more, and I can't get that no more. So you, because you're dependent on this, bow down. Okay, I won't speak like this. So you'll see an influencer that's on point, you know, making awareness about all the valid things within our communities, the grooming gangs, the drugs, all this mad shit. You'll see him going deep on it. He'll get an advertisement, a sponsor, and then a year later, he won't even mention it when he's encouraged to do so. Why? Because he's been told to shut his fucking mouth. And it's the same with all your sports stars and all them types of people. Look how many murders are in the city of Liverpool of young lads to do with organised crime groups, right? Now look how many iconic celebrity football type individuals and actors and all this sort of shit we've got in the city of Liverpool, right? Not one of them over 20 years has screamed at the top of their lungs about the gun murders in the city of Liverpool. Not one of them. And they'll come on camera and go, I'm Liverpool to the core. I'm Liverpool, I'm a Scouser, I represent Liverpool, rah, 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 rah. But they will not open the fucking mouth on knife crime, on the drug dealers, on the murders by drug dealers, on the organised crime groups. Why? Because the sponsors are telling them, shut up. They're all bought. I'm not bought. I can scream what the fuck I want. They would scream the shit I'm screaming. They can't because they lose the money. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. So when you see him Paddy and he's addressing daft shit, why isn't he influencing the kids to stay away from drug dealing? Why isn't it people like Paddy Pimblett, Fury, all these so-called big, empathic, caring scousers? Why aren't they screaming at the kids, stop dealing drugs? They've got a bigger platform than me. Do you want to know why? Because most of his friends deal drugs. And it's just fact, it's not me hating. There's reasons why people aren't screaming about certain subjects in the city when they've got the platform and the following to do so. Yeah, look at me with a little 1,000 youth following me. I'm screaming, choose a life, not a knife, stay away from drugs, stay away from this. And I'm impacting on their lives. You know, some of them aren't going into crime, some of them aren't dealing, some of them are getting work. I've got 1,000 and I'm doing what I can at the top of my fucking lungs to change the minds of them 1,000. Paddy Pimblett, Joey Barton, Steven Gerrard, Rooney, all these iconic footballers and actors and fighters, and they've got 10,000 kids watching. I don't hear ever once, choose a life, not a knife. I don't hear ever once, not just my initiative, any other initiative. I don't hear ever once out of Tony Bellew's mouth, organised crime groups and drug dealers are fucking scumbags. It needs to stop in the city of Liverpool. There's a reason why all these big Liverpool, I love Liverpool. I love the kids of Liverpool. I want Liverpool to be very successful. There's a reason why all these millionaire scousers are not chatting anything to do with the protection of the kids right now. Not one of them. All shook to fuck or bought. That's what it is. Why isn't there no football in the city of Liverpool encouraging the children not to start taking cocaine? Look how many footballers are fucked off cocaine. Why isn't there a football out there trying to tell kids of 15 don't ever start sniffing cocaine? Do you get what I'm saying? Why isn't there a Gerrard, a Carragher, a Johnny Barnes, a John Aldous and a Ian Rush standing on a stage screaming, hey children, don't participate in knife crime. Don't participate in drug dealing and organised crime. It's very fucking bad for you. Why are they not doing that? What's the reason these aren't doing that? Tell me, because I'm fucking shocked. Why have you got to get ex-criminals, ex-gangsters, ex-violent men from the city of Liverpool to change their lives and then start preaching at the kids to not pick up guns, not deal drugs, don't batter women? Why are all these big millionaire scousers relying on convicts to fix the fucking city? Because that's what they're doing. Their mouths can reach 50,000 juveniles in the city of Liverpool the minute they open the fucking gobs. So why aren't they opening it with something constructive coming out of it? Why aren't they doing it? Where's your empathy to the children in the city? What do you mean I give 40 grand to a charity? Do you? 28 grand of that 40 has gone into the pocket of that CEO. Why didn't you put that 40 grand and bang 5 grand into that food bank? 10 grand into that community centre? 10 grand into that woman's refuge there that fucking hasn't got a couch to sit on? Why do you want to go and put it in that dickhead's fucking wages? They're all horrible. They're all horrible, mate. They don't love Liverpool. They thrive on the identity of Liverpool. And you've got a lot of people like that. I'm Liverpool, I'm Liverpool, I'm Liverpool. Yeah, but you won't even consider protecting the fucking kids on your own street. But you're trying to make the world think that you're a real Scouser. You supporting Liverpool doesn't make you a fucking real Scouser. Liverpool Football Club doesn't represent Liverpool football, doesn't represent Liverpool City. Everton Football Club doesn't ever represent Liverpool City. The football clubs don't represent your cities the way they used to before they became corporations. Before your game became corporate, before football became corporate, every seat at Anfield's ground would be a Scouser. The minute it became corporate, 50% of them Scousers could not afford to go a match now. Do you know, years ago in Liverpool, Everton and Liverpool shared the same football pitch. The bottom of St Domingo Road, St Domingo Vale. That's where the original football spot was for both clubs. Everton and Liverpool used to play on the same pitch. And when you went to watch football, it weren't divided. There's a football match, all the men in Liverpool would go and watch the match. The corporates got in, all of a sudden, we've got opponents. We've got enemies now. Who? The men of Liverpool who wear blue against the men of Liverpool who wear red. Now we're at war with each other. Now we're developing these things called hooliganism. Now we're developing these things where we're clashing with each other. And these are men of Liverpool gouging each other's eyes out, breaking each other's jaws. Weren't like that before the corporates got hold of fucking football. It was unity at its finest before the corporations got in there, and that's what they done. Listen, you know when there was a football match back in the day and the government had done something to them, you see all the men at this stadium would switch on the government. All of them, red, blue, didn't matter who you were supporting, they were one. They couldn't have that going forward. They could see the strength surrounding these football matches and they were getting fucking worried. And they've sat back and thought, how can we divide this crowd? You know, back in the day, what I'm saying now, if Everton scored, the whole crowd would go, yeah! Because the sport, they're watching the sport, they enjoy every goal. Do you understand what I mean? The corporates come in. Now when a goal's happening, this half's feeling sad, this half's feeling happy. It's what they're doing to us. Now here we are years later, since the corporates have had it. You can have a man, because when the corporates got hold of it, it began like a psyops. It got to the point where men think football is a religion. They sacrificed the religion and took football on. And this is the psyops. This is what they wanted you to do. This is them creating the division that they need going forward, because they can't have 200,000 men all happy with each other on that park watching that one game, cheering for each other, and when the police come, them 200,000 are turning on them and going, hang on, shouldn't you fucking leave before you get hurt? They can't have that going forward. So they've sat back, they've had the relevant people involved and went, right, we can divide this by this. Let's give them a colour each, red and blue. Primary colours. What you see everywhere. When you're looking at division, when you're looking at competition, when you're looking at your opponents, when you're looking at everything in the world that's against each other, what's the colour of them? Labour, red. Conservative, blue. There's the first division straight away. So half of the city support Conservative and half the city support Labour. There's us as a city divided already. That's just one little element of their business that's dividing us. Okay, let's divide them further. Red and blue, Everton and Liverpool. You need to support one or the other. So let's say you support Everton but support Labour. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're divided twice there. So you're divided from them people that support Liverpool, and you're divided from them people that support Conservative. How's this unity? What do you say in football? Football brings the world together. Doesn't it divide us? It divides us as communities, divides us as cities, and divides us as country. And then it divides us as worlds. There's no unity when you're competing. So let's look at a community basis football. Back in the day when it was harsh, you would have an Everton supporter there on your estate fighting with a Liverpool supporter here. That's division. If you don't know what division is, that's division. Okay, now we're going up. I'm already seeing kids scrapping. 6 and 7, 8. Why? Because dad has told their son, you're an Everton supporter. You as a dad making your kid support Everton, you're isolating them. You making your son support a football club, you're isolating them. You just haven't realised it yet. If your kid's not caught up in this division, imagine what he could be doing. So for example, your kid's 7, you've been drilling in that you hate Everton supporters, your kid's a Liverpool supporter. Your kid's growing up with 40 years of experience from you getting put into him at the age of 7. So you've developed this passionate hatred towards Everton over 30, 40 years. And your hatred towards Everton is at its potentest right now. You're given that hatred that you developed over 30 years. You're giving your child it in one seed. Bang! So now the hatred you developed over years, your kid's got, and is going to develop on top of. So you've given him all your hate at the age of 8. He's going to develop his own hate on top of that. So by the time he's 18, he's 10 times worse than fucking you. But the point I'm making is, he'll be going into school because you've told him to hate Everton fans. That kid there, he's not getting spoken to. You're isolating him from kids because he's got a red football top on. Do you understand where I'm coming from with that? It's just division. Football doesn't unite, it divides us. Alright, look, say the government switched on the Northwest. Say the government switched on the Northwest and we were meant to come together and fucking deal with this as men from the Northwest. You're not going to get 20,000 Scousers standing next to 20,000 Manx to fight this fight. Why? Because the shit that's happened in football has divided us. Divided us. Look how many Scousers hate Manx and look how many Manx hate Scousers. We live 40 miles from each other. What's done that to us? What's made you hate me so much, Manchester lad? Have I battered your bird? Did I bagel your house? Did I hurt your child? What are you hating me for? You've never met me. You're hating me solely because of football. Nothing else. Football. Think about what I'm saying to you. So now in a City base, you've got Man City fans, Manchester United fans, divided, been fighting with each other since they were kids. Same in Liverpool. Everton fans, Liverpool fans, fighting with each other since they were kids. How's that unity? When you've got the powerless men within your community fighting with each other. Imagine if all them Everton men and all them Liverpool men never had this division. Imagine how strong the city would be. Do you think the government can tell us what to do? They'll be fucking not divided. There's a reason why they put all the black people in south and put all the white people in north. Another division. Black and white. So everything they do is to compartmentalise the risk. Who's the risk? Us. Who's the risk to the power base? Us. So what have they done to us? Compartmentalised us. Why? So they can handle the risk. If we weren't compartmentalised, divided, put into different categories and different fucking things, there wouldn't be a government. We'd be the government. But because the government know this, they know how to keep us disconnected, they know how to keep us from unifying as one force. They're well rehearsed in it. And that's exactly what you see within your city. Pure division. Pure division. That's how it used to be. That's what I'm saying. People don't understand. Some of you are young. Some of you might be 18, 19. You've been in this plan for 18 years. But this plan has been in existence for 200 or 300 years. You're just witnessing probably the end finalising of the plan. Do you get what I'm saying? So even me, I'm born in 1978. I'll probably survive till fucking whatever. But even me, them 60 years or something, I was born into a plan that I didn't know existed. And by the time you've consciously woke up and realised that you're in someone else's fucking plan here, you can't do shit about it. You can't do nothing about it. We're being born into a plan that's been existing for 200 years. You know, we're just like a little way to keep it going. We're born as slaves. We are born to become economic slaves. And what you look at in our communities is economic slaves. That's why people get put on benefits. You know, we are subjects. We are owned. We're owned by a slave master. Just because you're not getting whipped Just because you're not over there fucking doing all mad things doesn't mean you're not controlled by your slave master. And when you're seeing all these immigrants coming in, that's your slave master buying immigrants. Yeah, it looks like they're just coming in free willy-nilly, but it's not. It's all done this. It's an economic slave trade, trust me. And all of us are caught up in it and you don't realise it. Alright, you're not a slave trade. You've been working since you were 16. Where's most of your money gone? To your slave master. You've been working fucking hard all your life. You're about to die. You've got £1 million in your bank. Where's it going? It's not going to your kids. It's going to your slave master. Your birth certificate is your slave master's registration form for you. So let's look at the king. Every citizen in this, every British born person in this country is a king's subject. And that's the way they talk to us. That's the way they relate to us. The certificate you've got is letting you know that you're owned by the king, basically. Oh, it's a birth of registration. Nah, it's your fucking deeds as a slave. Not my king. You think that. You think he's not your king, but he controls everything you do. Everything you do, he controls. All of us. It's the way to control modern day slavery, says FMZ Live. That's what it is, that's what I'm trying to say, mate. It's exactly that. We live in modern day slavery. You're just not seeing it. It's economic slave trade. It's what it is. Defo. Just look around, mate. You work till you're 55 and then die 4 years later. Do you think that's what you're meant to be doing? Are you fuck? If you refuse to work, what did he do to you? Punish you. Don't he? Just have a little think about it. You know, go and have a little think. It's alright. It doesn't have to be bang on the money, but at least you can open your mind. You know, broaden your horizons. Become optimistic a little bit more. You know, evaluate the situation from all angles instead of just front. You see other things. Ush saying, start grafting, lad. Tommy Rook saying, sanction you. That's what you just... Look, I keep on saying it. If you can accept that you're in a prison, right? And every one of us prisoners get paid to do prisoner work. And that's it. Hugsy, that's it basically in a nutshell. If you look at Lardham Grange and everything that's going on in Lardham Grange is like a miniature version of your city without bars. It's got the cameras, it's got the key handlers, it's got the blocks, it's got the medical centres, it's got the gyms, it's got the cafeterias, the canteens, it's got your cells, it's got your blocks, it's got your house blocks. Do you understand? It's got all that. It just hasn't got bars. That's the only difference. If they encircle Liverpool with steel bars right round, but then you'd say you're in a prison, wouldn't you? You'd start believing that you're in a prison, wouldn't you? But because there's no bars encircling us, you don't believe you're in a prison. Do you? But if you go to the end of the land of Liverpool, you can't get out. Yeah, you can try and swim, you can try and do this, try and do that, but you're not getting out. You can't wake up today and go, you know what, I'm just fucking off, I'm going to go to that part of the world. You can't. You've got to ring up. Hello, I'm looking to go on holiday. Is that okay? Well, where would you like to go? Well, I'm thinking about going to Spain. Well, just let me check what flights are available for you. Well, we've got one on Tuesday, we've got one on Friday, we've got nothing in between. What day do you want? And you think you're choosing to go on holiday. You think you've decided, I'm just going to go on holiday and I'm free to do so. Before you even got your fucking ticket, you're getting questioned by a Fed. Going on holiday, are you? How long are you going for? Who are you going with? What's your reasons for going? Okay then, sound. We'll sort your ticket out now. You got Livy saying, unless you abscond, you can't abscond. This is what I'm saying. Do you want to run away from this prison? You've got to go to the reception area. Just like all them immigrants are coming into the reception area, you've got to go out the reception area. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you think of this land as a prison, and where all them immigrants are coming in, that's the front gate. That's the front gate to the prison. And once they come in, you're locked in. You can't get back out. You might be able to, but it'll be a fucking fight on your hands. So for example, look, at the moment, our slave masters are quite happy with us. Yeah, go on, let them go. If they want to go to Spain for 2 weeks, let them go. As long as they're working, they're paying the taxes and everything, yeah, let them go. Yeah, go on, let them go. As long as they're paying the taxes, let them go. Shit hits the fan now around the world. Your slave master's a little bit panicky, right? Lock in. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when the master shuts the borders, stops all boats on the waters, locks you on this island and you cannot get out? Will you realise it's a prison then? Do you reckon? Will you start sitting there thinking, oh shit, we're locked in now, this is like prison? Why aren't you thinking that way already? Why aren't you already in that space knowing what can go fucking wrong? I'm there. That's why I'm speaking on it. We're in an open air prison and no one's fucking seeing it for some reason. We've been encouraged to think that we're free, that we've got freedom of speech, that we've got freedom of choice, that we've got freedom of movement. We haven't got none of that. So how the fuck are you free? Of course you do, mate. If you don't now, you will do. I'm already there, understanding what the fuck is happening, and I'm just waiting for more of you to wake the fuck up and understand we're locked in prison here. You know what it's like, and I use this analogy, and I've used it a few times, and it's the best thing to use to make you understand what the fuck I'm on about. If you think of this place we're in as a big room, there's an entrance in, and there's an entrance out, an exit out into somewhere else, right? But you're locked in this room, right? Now you think of this country as a room in your doctor's. Envision that waiting room at your doctor's. That's what this world, that's what this country is. It's that waiting room, right? Now the doctor's not seeing clients, so this door's locked. Now let's just say this door's the ice wall. Just go with it. Let's just say this door here is the ice wall and it's not getting opened. It should have been opened a few times now, but it hasn't been opened. This door's getting opened and shut all the time. Why? Because you're getting pure men coming in. Now initially there was 20 bodies in this waiting room with the door shut, you can't get out. Now there's 100. The door's still not open, so there's no alleviation, but there's still more people coming in here. Now there's another 100. So it's gone from 20 to 1,000 men in this one room. This door's still shut. But there's still men coming for appointments. Still women coming in to try and see the doctor. There's all shit coming in. Before you know it, it's fucking rammed in this room. What's going to happen in that room? If you've got 5,000 men in that room and that door's not opening to let it keep moving and it's still coming in, what's going to go on in this room? Let me tell you, people are going to start getting hot. People are going to start getting thirsty. People are going to start getting hungry. People are going to start getting frustrated. People are going to start getting angry. And then they're going to try and kill each other. Okay? All the masters had to do was open this door. That's all they had to do was open that door. They never. So we're all killing each other. Right? Now put that image as the country is the room. And we've got a door at that end of the country that we all should be going through. But for some reason, they're just keeping the door locked. This way, we're getting men. What's going to happen in this big, massive room when there's too many men in it? Exactly the same as the little room when there was 20 men, 5,000 men killed each other. In this big, massive room, 100,000 men is now 5 million men, and we're all about to kill each other. And they know it. But because you aren't looking at the sense that you're locked in a fucking prison, you're not seeing the dangers of being locked in a prison. I am. And I'll keep on screaming at you. Oh, we're free, we're free. Like last night when I was telling you about the telly. Oh, you've got freedom of choice. You can pick what you want to watch on the telly. No, you can't. The slave masters decide in their big wherever they are. Right, we've got 100 platforms to put on the telly. But we're only giving them 20. What 20 do you want to put on the smart telly? What 20 things do you want to put on that smart telly? And they'll sit there, your masters, and go, well, we'll give them access to this, we'll give them access to this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Put it on your smart telly, you buy your smart telly, and you think, whoa, I'm free to pick what I want to watch. When in reality, they've chose what's on there for you to pick from. The masters who control have chose what's on that smart telly that you can pick from. So you're not free of choice. You've been given a select group of things and you can only pick off that select group of things. Now, we might have that selection and that type of technology and that type of fucking shit put to us. But beyond that white wall, they've got 50 things on their telly. They've got crazy technology. They've got all mad shit over that side. Do you get what I'm saying now? We're controlled to the hill. We just need to work out what for and who for. That's all I'm working out. Who is the governor of this prison? That's what you need to work out. When you look at France, when you look at Spain, when you look at Holland, when you look at Germany, these are just different prisons with different governors and different sets of screws. But above all these governors and these prisons around Europe, Spain, Germany, Britain, Holland, they're prisons. And at the top of them prisons, you've got your governors, which are your prime ministers, your presidents. Who controls all these governors? And it's hard to grasp, innit, because it's worrying. When you start realising you're in a fucking prison, it gets worrying for you. You start thinking, well, what's the purpose of life? What is the big secret? Why are they locking us in this prison? Why are they keeping us compact in this place? What is there? Should we be involved in what's going on there? Is that why we're being held captive here? You're being held captive. It's like they've cut this end of the world off and made it into a prison. And beyond that ice wall, you've got miraculous fucking lifestyles. It's like we're a particular race. I know it sounds mad, but it's like we're all of us, regardless of your skin colour, regardless of your beliefs, all this bullshit, that's to keep us divided so we don't go for them. We are all the same in this prison. The people that are controlling us are not us. Whoever's controlling our population of beings, they're not the same as us. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? That's why we're captive. We don't belong here, basically. I'm convinced. 4K clip saying your mods are blocking your views to be between us, Daz. I haven't got no mods. I haven't got no mods, mate. I've got one mod, Lady G baby, but I trust in anything she's doing. So if she's blocking you, she's blocking you. It's not because of this, that or the other. She's blocking you for a legitimate reason, and I fully respect her decisions over any country. She's never let me down before. She's not going to start doing it now. I'm not going to start questioning the love of my life for a knobhead over there. No. You start giving her shit that she's lying, that she's... You're not going to win, mate. Lady G, baby. There she is. What does DUE mean? What's up, Lady G, baby? Have you been blocking people? You just do what you've got to do, my love, to protect our family. Yes, RH, TikTok Ant, Amanda Smith Clark, DKP, you good lad? Lady G, baby, hey Mrs G. Fair enough, I guess, says 4K clips. It is, isn't it, lad? You know, I'm not... What you'll find out with me, my people already know, but I might have new people just finding me now. What you'll understand is I'm not on a journey of getting clickbaiting. Never have been. I'm not arsed. I'm relevant. On social media, off social media, I'm relevant. I'm not into manipulating so I get more followers, manipulating so I get more clickbait and all. It's never interested me. If it did, I'd have a platform with fucking millions on it. Why? Because I'd be shitting myself and losing my platforms and doing what I'm meant to be doing to get all these followers. The reason I haven't got all them followers, it's not because I'm popular. The reason I haven't got all them followers is because I keep on getting shut down. Because I'm not scared to voice my opinion on things where all them are shit scared to voice their opinions on. So I just get shut down all the time. Which is a fool to me, really, isn't it? It's a fool to me, really, isn't it? In the sense that it fucks me up financially. It fucks the message up because I'm not on there. You know, getting shut down all the time. But I'm just a comfort truth. And there ain't no fucking big business trying to tell me not to speak truths. And I don't give a fuck if you're going to take my platform off me. Make me scared that I can't speak about it. Fuck that, I'm speaking on it. Take my platform, I'll set it back up. You been in the gym today? No, I was going to go in, lads. Going to go in deep today, but I just thought to myself, it's Thursday. You know, you've just went through a whirlwind of fucking harassment there for a week. Intense. You just see the on-screen shit. You're just seeing him running his fucking mouth off on screen. You're not seeing the hateful, dirty, nasty shit he does behind the scenes, are you? I deal with that as well. So you see me getting vexed here with the shit coming at me, and then behind the scenes, I've just got bombardments. I'm talking 20 accounts a day getting blocked, and they're all in. All in. I'm not lying. And even if it's not him, I'm blaming it on him. Because he started it all. And it makes me feel better. You know, when you don't know who's targeting you, it's hard work. When you know who's targeting you, it's not hard work. Now I know it's him that's been targeting me for years. My life overnight got 10 times better. Yesterday, when I connected the dots between Willie Moore, the Olivier family, and this fucking rat, just made my life 10 times better. Why? Because I'm in the know. For years I've been battling this shit, not knowing who it is coming at me. Now I know it's from 2000, it's the same horrible bastards that killed that kid on the street years ago. It's them being damaging my life. It's mad, isn't it? Yes, Mikey Banks shouting recovery room. I always ask a question about recovery. And it's not in that, I'm not trying to hate on no one. I'm not trying to fucking make you feel bad or nothing, but I'm just trying to grasp, like, When have you recovered? Surely you go into recovery to recover. But I'm seeing people in recovery for 10, 15 years. Surely that can't be the case. If you're in recovery 15 years later, you're obviously still using, aren't you? Why aren't you saying, like, I've recovered? And that's what I can't understand about it. You know, when you've had an operation on you, and then you'll go into therapy and recovery mode, and you'll start recovering from your illnesses, and you'll do little things, and then eventually you will have recovered from your injuries, and you'll be walking around again. You'll be doing your thing. Why? Because you've recovered. So you'll go into a duration of recovery, but then you will become recovered. Do you get what I'm saying? So why am I seeing cokeheads who's developing communities 5 years ago, that they're going into recovery and they're going to take these 12-step things and here we are 10 years later and they're doing the 12-step thing again? So obviously you're not in recovery, are you? You're just using the title to pull all these people that are trying to recover. You're pulling them in, knowing what the fuck you're doing. Behind the scenes you're sniffing. Front of the scenes you're building all this community up as if you're clean living, as if you're not taking substances, as if you're not the nasty bastard you once was. And you're building all these ex-addicts up. They need strength, they need inspiration, they need a bit of energy from someone. You've convinced them you're that fucking one. You've got them flying with you for years, believing you're not taking drugs. You're going with them, they're all elevating. What you're portraying to them is helping them stay away from drugs, is helping them get back on their feet in life, is helping them develop relationships again without being insecure. And then you, like a shit out fucking rat, come bang on and get found out that you're sniffing off your barnet every fucking weekend. Do you know what you've done to these? Do you know what you've done to them recovering addicts the minute you've done that to them? You have just put them back on the foil. You have just put them back on the pipe, and they've been going for fucking years. But because you're a fraudulent piece of shit, you selfish, you have just ruined 1,000 processes there, who spent years funding you, believing in you, encouraging you, and you've just dropped them like a smackhead. And there's loads out there. Danny Christie's the worst for it. He's the fucking worst for it. Fucked up cokehead thinking he's fucking a professional fighter. No professional fighter sniffs drugs. Real ones. Semi-pro, okay. True professional fighters don't touch that shite, mate. And that's why you see them still in the game years later. These ones that think they're pros because they're on YouTube, fucking gobshites, mate. They lied themselves onto social media, jumped into areas where they think they can keep the lie going, and they're just destroying people's processes all over the fucking gaff. It makes me sick. So imagine me, right? Yeah, I've been screaming, choose a life, not a knife, and I'm telling my people, choose a life, I don't commit crime, I don't commit nothing like this, don't play with weapons, I don't do this, don't do that. And I've got loads of kids believing in me. I've got them away from the crime, I've got them away from drug dealing, they believe in me, they're in the gym, they're moving forward like leaders. All of a sudden, content comes out of me smoking weed, getting drunk with a weapon in my hand. What the fuck's that gonna do to my boys who think I'm this big colonel, this big general, this big fucking fit, healthy, strong man? But behind the scenes, I'm a creature. What's it gonna do to the youth I'm trying to create leaders out of? I'm not trying to develop a cult here. I'm not like all them. I call myself G-Team, but only because Kelly Emma encouraged it. So now I've got a team called the G Team. But within the G Team, you haven't got sheep, I hope. I don't want to develop sheep. I don't want to develop followers. I want to develop leaders. I want the lads that come into my space, come round me, to be leaders, not followers. I don't want them bowing down to me. I want them stood next to me. I don't want to be on £1 million a year and my man's on £1. I want us all on £1 million a year. And that's the way I've been since a kid. I create leaders. I want your man to lead his fucking life and be a leader in his life. I don't want your young man to be a follower. I don't want some shithead down there because he's got a better watch on telling your kid how to live his life. I want your kid to be able to think for himself, make an opinion for himself and decide what he likes, what he doesn't like, instead of listening to this fucked up crowd. If that crowd's listening to shit, your son's listening to shit if he doesn't know about himself. If that crowd's smoking weed, your son's smoking weed if he doesn't know about himself. If he can't make his own decisions, decide what he likes, what he doesn't like, he's just going to be led by a poisonous piece of shit who thinks he's a leader of a gang. And when you've got that mentality of a dickhead that thinks he's a leader of less relevant people than him, you've got a... Do you understand? Leaders create leaders, not followers. Do you understand where I'm coming from? I'm a leader. I've never been a follower. Why am I a leader? Because I know myself. Why am I a leader in this world? Because I never lost my identity. The difference between a follower and a leader, the followers lose their identity. The leader doesn't. The leader starts getting followed by the followers because they all want to be like him. Why? Because they don't know them fucking selves. That's the only reason they're not leaders. You, as a young boy, be a leader in your life. Decide what you want to do in your life. Decide what type of music you want to do. Decide what type of hobbies you want to get involved with. Decide what places you like going and you do not like going. Don't be a follower and tap into that group mentality. You lead the way, they will follow. What do you want following you? Do you want a gang of fucking tards that the minute you're dead, someone else can fill your shoes and tell them what to do and when to do it? Or do you want a gang of fucking leaders that if you get took out, you know a leader's going to fill the fucking spot and have the best interest of all the leaders that are there? That's what you need to look into. Who's a leader? Who's a follower? Stay away from the followers. You want to be a part of that group, you're becoming a follower. If you don't become a part of that group, you'll be a leader. I'm just trying to get it into your head. Not to become a gang member. Not to become a follower. Not to become a sheep. Every gang member you witness out there are not leaders. The followers. Every single one of them. Yeah, they might have the individual strengths. They might fight a little bit better. He might be a bit gamer with his knife. He might be able to do a wheelie better. Regardless, you're all following that trend. You're all following that thing there. Do you understand? You're all dressed in black. You've all got the same trainies on. You're all going the same chippy, eating the same chips, eating the same types of meals. You're followers. The leader's got off. The leader's got off with his beard, got his head down, counting his dough. You're still stood on the corner like dickheads. Use your fucking heads.